American houses, I've said this in many videos, are so beautiful, like with all your space and stuff. But this video is about why so many American homes are flimsy. I'm looking forward to jumping into this. Hopefully you guys are as well. Before we do get into this, like 80% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you're one of the 80%, I appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button. But yeah, let's check out this video.
You can hear conversations through the walls. Footsteps up the stairs. Banging pots in the kitchen when you're across the house. That's just life in most American homes.
You can hear banging pots in UK homes, but I see what you're saying. Oh, wait, yeah, because, like, aren't most of your homes, like, built with wood? Whereas, like, in the UK, they're all built with brick. I don't know what house is built with wood.
Walls are thin and the opposite of soundproof. And something always needs to be fixed. And most homes aren't even that old.
At least you've got a lot of space, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, UK homes need to be brick because the homes are attaching. Bro, if it's not soundproof, you're screwed. You hear that? You can literally have a chat. If this was wood, you could have a chat with your neighbor. Just, yo, you right? You got any tea bags?
There should be no excuse that they're falling apart.
Why
are they like this, especially when other areas have sturdy, thick houses
that
last
has
hundreds and hundreds of years?
The answer isn't just capitalism, so don't click off the video just yet.
It's actually a lot more complex, and the solution isn't easy.
If you're looking for one
thing
to blame, you can look towards George Washington's snow.
In 1832, the civil engineer was tasked with building a Chicago warehouse as quickly as possible from the local softwood. So he got creative. Snow used 2x4s to assemble hollow walls, several stories high. The method let individual workers handle assembly, leaving only one person to nail it all into place. Snow completed the warehouse in record time. The method was called balloon framing, and it became the construction method of choice in Chicago.
Just for everywhere.
But balloon framing didn't take off until the 1940s, when America was experiencing a post-war boom period. More Americans had money than ever before, and they wanted the American dream.
Wait, that's brick! That's a brick house!
Than ever before, and they wanted the American dream. A house.
Right.
They could suddenly afford to buy homes in sprawling new suburbs, and contractors knew they could make a killing if they could produce enough homes to satisfy the demand.
So they want to do it quick.
Balloon framing and its successor, platform framing, allowed contractors to frame houses basically overnight. But there was something unique about balloon framing that made it only feasible in certain countries, like the US and Canada, and not in Europe.
Balloon framing requires a massive quantity of long, mature trees.
And America had an abundance of
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. In the UK, I ain't never seen a tree that big. Never!
Tall, mature trees. Plus, it was an easy and cheap construction material for the newly growing suburbs. Wood is sturdy, yet flexible enough to withstand low-intensity earthquakes and tornadoes.
That's good.
If you want to hear about all of Wood's...
Is this why, like, American homes are so nice and good for the money? Because, like, if you look in the UK, for the same kind of, like, money price range that you're going to get a really nice home in America, you're going to get something horrible in the UK, I ain't going to lie. You're gonna get next door neighbors that's right next to you. The land is tiny. Yeah. Is that why?
Good qualities. Check out our video on the subject here. In Europe, wood is still incredibly expensive because so few forests remain. And what they do have is heavily protected. So the average European home is built with brick, stone, or concrete, and they're many centuries old. These materials can be sturdier and safer than wood. A concrete masonry wall has a, shocker, higher fire insulation property rating.
Wait, I just thought, do American homes burn down a lot?
Frame wall. What higher fire insulation property rating compared to a wooden frame wall?
Yeah.
One of these concrete walls has a fire rating of around 4 hours till it's destroyed, as compared to a wooden framed wall, which only has a rating of around an hour.
Wait. The concrete takes 4 hours to burn. I thought that'd be longer. I thought it'd be more fireproof.
Insurance carriers also have long-term data suggesting that homes constructed of brick are less likely to be destroyed by natural hazards.
Yep.
And if saving money is your game, the U.S. Department of Energy estimates that you could save $340 a month or over $4,000 a year on heating and cooling if you live in a brick house over a wood one.
Right.
It's estimated that losses from...
Well, to be fair, the UK is pretty... Yeah, we need brick. We need to keep the heat in. Actually, our summer's again kind of hot now, especially without aircon. It's kind of the same because America's can be hot and cold as well, so...
Wildfires have added up to $5.1 billion over the past 10 years. A number made even more bloated by all the wood-framed houses.
Now, to be clear, wood isn't necessarily a bad building material.
Right.
I mean, take a look at the Fairbanks house in Dedham, Massachusetts. It's been standing since 1637.
Yo!
But in general, wood is harder to maintain. In fact, without maintenance, many houses won't make it to 30 years.
What? 30 years? What, so you have to, like, polish the wood in your house? What do you mean maintain 30 years?
And to many Americans, that's just the right amount of time.
The U.S. Census says that the average American moves houses 11 times in their lifetime.
What? Bro, that is mad. I would say in the UK, average person will probably move like 5 times. I would say. But I don't know, it'd be interesting to see the stat.
That figure across 16 European countries?
Oh.
About 4 times.
Oh, yeah, I was close.
Since Americans are constantly moving their homes, they don't need them to last as long.
Why are you guys moving so much?
They expect a semi-new home wherever they go because with the increased owner turnover, regular maintenance isn't normally done. It's easier just to rip it down.
Oh, because wood is cheaper than...
start over fresh.
Yeah, is it cheaper than putting up with brick?
Move around so much?
You can blame the job market. In America, it's much more common to hop around between companies.
Right.
The opposite is true in the European Union. The World Bank reports that the median tenure of the average US employee was 4 years, while the median tenure in the EU was 10 years. Part of that culture of constantly shifting jobs is moving to a new area to take that job, meaning you've got to move houses.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually so true. Whenever I like watch movies, TV shows, talk to Americans, they always say like, I got a job, so I had to move here, blah, 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 right? In some situations in the UK, that happens. But it's very rare that like when you're brought up in a city, that you move out of the city. You can't just get the job there. You don't really like move job. Like obviously it does happen, but it's not common. Do you know what I mean?
So short story, blame George Washington Snow. Long story, blame the shifting US job market.
Interestingly, we aren't the only country in the world to have famously flimsy houses.
I don't think it's a bad thing though. Like, I don't know, you guys comment down, especially if you're American watching this. Comment down, like, are your homes, like, being wood a bad thing? I wouldn't think it's a bad thing. I actually think it's a good thing, especially if it's cheaper.
We share that title with Japan, and they're actually worse than us.
How?
Houses in Japan depreciate like cars do in the US.
After 20 years, a Japanese house typically loses all of its value and is, on average, torn down just 30 years after being built. According to a paper by the Nomura Research Institute, it's a major obstacle to affluence for Japanese families. The collective waste is approximately an annual loss of 4% of Japan's total GDP.
That's
crazy. The total amount of new houses built in Japan every year is on par with the United States.
And it's smaller.
Despite having only a third of its population, which is shrinking every year.
Wait, why is it shrinking?
87%.
Wait. What's happening in Japan? Why is it shrinking every year? Wait. Why is it actually shrinking every year?
Of Japan's home sales are new homes, compared to only 11 to 34% in Western countries.
Mad.
Part of the reason for this is that the Japanese love new things.
Okay.
Their frequent and severe earthquakes make old houses, cheap wood frame houses from the same post-war boom we had, dangerous and without proper seismic reinforcement. It's considered futile to invest in their maintenance or try to improve them. That's especially reinforced, the Nomura Research Institute says, by concepts of impermanence in the Shinto religion. Take a look at Issei's Grand Shinto Shrine,
beautiful.
a huge religious site that is rebuilt from scratch every 20 years.
Huh? What? This is rebuilt every 20 years? I'd actually like to go to Japan and check it out.
Unfortunately, it's very expensive when you apply that same principle to houses.
Americans wanted cheap homes to fulfill their dreams of home ownership after World War II.
Right.
But the tricks that contractors used to make that happen have made it easy for us to view homes as disposable and unworthy of repair. But times could be changing. A recent trend that hasn't unseated wooden framing yet is modular or prefabricated homes.
You know what? I actually didn't realize until I started watching these American videos that most of your houses are built by wood. I just thought it was brick. I really did. I didn't actually realize.
Modular homes are constructed in sections away from the building site and then put together on the property.
Okay.
But they're actually framed with 8 to 10% more wood, so they're extra strong for transportation and are designed to be sturdier than regular homes. Instead of...
Yo, that's sick. Bro, you could order like an extra room. Like, oh, go on your computer. So you're in a house. You're like, oh, you know what? I want to make this 5-bedroom house. Let's just get an extra room. And then you see a massive truck that just comes with your extra room and just like glues it to your, or nail it or whatever. Not glue, but like sticks it to your house. Boom. Yo, that's sick.
Nails and screws, walls are connected using joints and strong glues.
Glue.
It's a method that has become increasingly popular for making tiny homes, but hasn't managed to beat out balloon framing on the most important thing to contractors.
Okay.
Price. Modular homes sell for less than regular homes, even though they can be slightly cheaper to make.
House on wheels.
So contractors avoid them in favor of more profit.
But is this like half brick, half wood then? I know. You know what? I don't care. These houses are beautiful, man. I don't care what they're made from. I want one.
If Americans decided to stay put in one home and invest in it, that might change.
But the cheap efficiency of wooden framing and the necessity of moving to advance one's career are hard lures to resist, especially when everyone else is doing it.
So I suppose you can really just blame it on trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Don't know what that
How many
means.
times have you moved in your life? Let us know in the comments.
I have moved. I've actually moved quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie. I think I've lived in like 5, 6 different houses already. Well, I actually want to count. So my first home, actually I was born in a different home, then moved to a different home. That's 2 already. By the time I'm like 3. And then I went, are we counting uni halls? Because I lived there. Uni, house. And I moved into a house then. So 2 halls, uni, then a house, then an apartment, then another house. 7! Oh my God, I'm nearly on track with America, man. I'm telling you, I'm more American than British. I'm telling you right now. But that was a good video, interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WGB. You guys want to check me out over there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.